come round and stab me, stab me, stab me.
Over 14% of those here were the victim of crime in the last year.
What if I told you there are areas in the UK with crime rates so high that even police think twice about entering alone? Yes, the sun may not have set on the British Empire, but shadows are creeping in. More and more no-go zones are appearing all over the UK. Places where police presence dwindles and crime goes unnoticed. In today's video, we will talk about the top 10 no-go zones even the police fear to enter. Stay till the end to find out which 4 neighborhoods to avoid in the UK's most dangerous city. 10. Leeds. Remember carefree strolls with your sweetheart, kids playing safely in parks? That picture might be fading. Crime rates are soaring, with areas like City Centre, Armley and New Wortley, and Hare Hills becoming no-go zones. According to a report based on Leeds' recent police data, the city saw a shocking 172 crimes per 1,000 residents over the last 12 months. The most common crimes in Leeds are violence and sexual offences, with over 40,000 offences reported just in 2023, and not to mention 7,188 incidents of antisocial behaviour. While Leeds thrives as a tech hub, a different story unfolds on some streets. Police resources are stretched, and some residents report feeling less safe. Is this a sign of a more vulnerable UK? 9. Glasgow. Remember the Glasgow of old? A city brimming with life, a fearless spirit etched in its Victorian architecture. Today, a different story unfolds. Neighborhoods like Govan, Anderston, and Calton, previously teeming with life, are now tainted by violence and fear. Recent data has positioned Glasgow as Scotland's second most dangerous city, with a shocking 1,228 crimes per 10,000 people, and the city recording the second highest rate of violent crime in the country. However, the impact of crime is not evenly distributed across the city, with areas like Partick East and Kelvindale and Cardinald experiencing somewhat lower crime rates. As Glasgow continues to navigate these turbulent times, the question remains: is this the new normal for one of Scotland's most iconic cities? With the city's crime rates casting a long shadow over its streets, the sense of security and community that once defined Glasgow seems to be slipping away. 8. Belfast. A name synonymous with resilience, a city attempting to claw its way back from a troubled past. Belfast, a city once synonymous with conflict, now faces a new challenge as crime rates cast a shadow over its streets. With 18,358 crimes reported, Belfast's crime rate stands at 49 per 1,000 residents, a stark 39% higher than the Northern Ireland average. Violence and sexual offences top the list of concerns, occurring more frequently than any other crime at a rate of roughly 16 incidents per 1,000 residents. The city wrestles with moderate to high problems related to drug use and property crimes, including vandalism and theft, while violent crimes like assault and armed robbery add to the unease. Antisocial behavior and shoplifting also contribute to the city's crime statistics, painting a complex picture of safety in Belfast. As Belfast evolves, one wonders, can the city's efforts to revitalize and secure its neighborhoods outpace the rising tide of crime? 7. Liverpool. The birthplace of the Beatles, a city that pulsed with the rhythm of a cultural revolution. Once synonymous with Merseybeat magic and dockside swagger, it now carries a more complex tune. While some hail it as a relatively safe city for tourists, whispers of danger paint a different picture, especially for the uninitiated. Here's the rub. Statistics paint a grim portrait. With a crime index of 48.06, Liverpool ranks 36th in Europe's most dangerous cities, trailing close behind Craiova, Romania, and Kharkiv, Ukraine. Within the UK, areas like Toxteth, Anfield, Kirkdale, Norris Green, and Croxteth hold a reputation for violent crime, burglary, drug activity, and antisocial behavior. For instance, Anfield, the spiritual home of Liverpool Football Club, attracts throngs of passionate fans. It's a place of pilgrimage for football devotees, yet even this iconic area grapples with issues like theft and burglary, especially on match days. Did anyone experience that during match days? Do let us know in the comments, and if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel and like the video. 6. Nottingham, a city steeped in legend, where tales of Robin Hood and his merry men echo through cobbled streets. But is this a place of heroic virtue? Or does a darker secret lurk beneath the surface? Memories of a bygone era whisper of a more peaceful Nottingham. Locals once strolled freely, enjoying a sense of relative safety. But now even the police seem to be helpless. So, this report by Crime Rate UK basically says, Nottingham is like the crime capital of Nottinghamshire. They give it a score of 50.43, which puts it almost on par with places like Rome or Barcelona, famous for their dodgy dealings. Nottingham ranks in the top 5 sketchiest big cities in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. In 2022, there were a whopping 125 crimes per 1,000 people, which is a whopping 51% higher than the rest of Nottinghamshire. 5. London. London is like a crown jewel, a place where dreams dance on the banks of the Thames. But it's really sad to see that these dreams are slowly shattering because there's no one listening to clear the mess. Areas like Westminster, Camden, Southwark, Lewisham, Lambeth, and Hackney show up more frequently on crime reports. Here, statistics paint a concerning picture. London's overall crime rate in 2022 reached 95 crimes per 1,000 people, with violence and sexual offenses topping the charts. While major tourist areas boast a sense of relative safety, seasoned travelers know to remain vigilant, especially on nighttime adventures with valuables in tow. But should this be a situation in a first-world city like London? 4. Manchester. Manchester is the birthplace of footballing giants and a city with a vibrant cultural scene. But beyond the cobbled streets and Victorian facades, a different narrative unfolds. Is it becoming painful to talk about Manchester? Not for its storied past, but for its present struggles with crime. The statistics are undeniably concerning. According to reports, Manchester grapples with a staggering crime rate of 383 crimes per 1,000 people, dwarfing other major UK cities. Vehicle crime, property offenses, burglary, shoplifting, and even antisocial behavior plague certain areas, casting a shadow over the city's charm. Police reports reveal a staggering 200,000 reported crimes annually, including a disturbing number of violent incidents. 3. Blackpool. Gone are the days of unblemished sunshine in Blackpool. Statistics paint a concerning picture. In 2022, Blackpool registered a staggering 162 crimes per 1,000 people, surpassing major cities like Liverpool, Manchester, and even London, according to Numbeo's crime index. This translates to a shocking 151% increase in crime rates. Furthermore, over 30% of these crimes are classified as violent, casting a shadow over the city's carefree image. Blackpool seems to find itself on the wrong side of headlines with increasing regularity, its reputation tarnished. Some point fingers at the influx of party groups, blaming them for the rising chaos. So, is a safe Blackpool vacation a thing of the past? Not necessarily. For the cautious traveler, knowledge is power. Areas like Squires Gate and St. Anne's North offer a haven of relative safety. However, exercising caution in red flag zones like Lowry Terrace, considered the city's most dangerous road, North East Centre and North Shore, are crucial. 2. Birmingham. Birmingham might seem like a cool place to visit, especially with all its fun stuff to do. But underneath that shiny exterior, there's some pretty worrying stuff going on. Turns out, it's one of the most dangerous cities in the UK, with a crime index of 63.56. There were 145 crimes for every 1,000 people living there. That makes it the riskiest major city in the West Midlands and the second dodgiest overall. It's ranked 245th among all the towns, cities, and villages in terms of danger. While Birmingham has lots of cool things to check out, like any big city, you've got to be careful. Burglaries are pretty common. And there's also stuff like vandalism and setting fires happening. The city centre is especially risky, along with areas like Bordsley Green, Aston, Newtown, and Acox Green. 1. Coventry. When it comes to the UK's most unsafe cities, Coventry stands out. Its crime index is a whopping 64.68, among the highest in the country. It's clear that Coventry, UK, is grappling with a complex crime landscape. In 2023, Coventry was reported to have an overall crime rate of 127 crimes per 1,000 people, which is 7% higher than the West Midlands' overall crime rate of 118 per 1,000 daytime population. Despite this, Coventry is considered the safest city in the West Midlands, although it ranks among the top 20 most dangerous cities in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The most common crimes in Coventry are violence and sexual offences, with a reported 16,350 offences in 2023. However, Coventry's crime rate in 2024 is reported to be 25% higher than the West Midlands, and 43% higher than the national average for England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. What are your thoughts on these 10 cities? Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments. And if you think this is bad, click here to see the influx of sea migrants into Italy.